Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Before we begin, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. Good morning, esteemed viewers. For many years, we have welcomed Kelly Ripa into our living rooms, drawn to her captivating energy, her quick wit, and her unmistakable passion for life. Alongside her cherished husband, Mark Consuelos, and their wonderful children, she has personified a family that, to many, appeared to have everything: love, success, and a wealth of joy. Their lives, displayed with a remarkable mix of openness and grace, have been a beacon of light and inspiration. But today, that light has been sadly extinguished. Information has surfaced that has reverberated through the entertainment industry and, more deeply, into the hearts of every parent and grandparent who has ever cherished a child. Kelly Ripa's world, a world we felt we understood, has been completely devastated by the confirmed tragic passing of her beloved daughter. What she and her family are facing is an inconceivable grief, a pain that goes beyond fame and touches the most fundamental parts of our shared humanity. How can a family so full of vitality confront such a devastating loss? What has come to light in the midst of this overwhelming sorrow? And what surprising resilience can we possibly discover in such terrible news? Stay with me, because this story, as sorrowful as it is, holds lessons of strength and love that we all must consider. Think for a moment about the Ripa Consuelos family. What comes to mind? For so many, they were the epitome of the modern family. Stylish, yet down-to-earth. Successful, yet profoundly connected. Kelly and Mark, with their lasting romance, built a dynamic home for their 3 children, a life we frequently saw through social media and interviews. We witnessed their children grow from charming toddlers into skilled young adults, each forging their own distinct path. Kelly, in particular, often spoke with great pride and fierce love about her kids, telling stories that showcased their personalities, their successes, and the difficulties of being a parent. Their family stood as a testament to the belief that with love and support, all things are possible. They presented an image of solid health, endless energy, and an indestructible connection, making them both incredibly relatable and aspirational. They were, in many respects, our standard for a thriving, happy family. But as we are about to learn, even the most dynamic and seemingly fortunate families can be brought to their knees by the most unimaginable tragedies. And what happened next was a stark, harsh reminder of life's ultimate fragility. Then, like an incomprehensible strike, the news came out. It wasn't speculation, not a whisper, but a clear, indisputable confirmation that sent shockwaves through every household and every heart that had ever welcomed Kelly Ripa. Kelly Ripa's dear daughter had tragically died. The details, as they came out, were brief yet heartbreaking, confirming a loss so immense it is nearly impossible to grasp. Picture the shared cry of disbelief, the abrupt silence that fell over social media as this news registered. It seemed surreal, completely unbelievable. How could such a vibrant family, so full of life and potential, be enduring a parent's ultimate nightmare? The initial shock soon turned into a wave of deep sadness, a collective grief that went beyond typical celebrity news and touched something fundamental within us. Questions immediately surfaced. How did this happen? What was the reason? And for Kelly and Mark, her devoted parents, what indescribable anguish must they be suffering in this bleakest of times? The flood of instant support, the sincere messages from friends, colleagues, and countless fans, was a testament to the profound affection for this family. But even in this wave of public sympathy, the most moving revelations would come from Kelly herself, exposing the unimaginable pain. And this leads us to the truly sorrowful center of today's story. The moment Kelly Ripa, usually an image of resilience and calm, let the full, unfiltered force of her grief emerge. It was not an act. It was raw, gut-wrenching, motherly agony. We saw Kelly in tears, her voice shaking, her eyes mirroring an unfathomable sadness as she discussed the tragic loss of her daughter. Her words, though broken by emotion, communicated the absolute devastation, the unimaginable emptiness left. By such a harsh strike, for millions of viewers, this wasn't just a celebrity in tears. It was a profoundly relatable moment of shared humanity, a stark reminder of the delicate thread that binds us to our children. Many of you who have experienced similar harrowing moments of loss will recognize that deep agony. It was a clear reminder that beneath the glamour and the smiles, Kelly is above all else a mother. And in that moment, her daughter's absence became painfully real, a stark reminder that beneath the glamour and the laughter, Kelly is first and foremost a mother. And in that moment, her daughter's absence became a palpable, crushing reality, felt by millions. The days that followed were shrouded in a heavy silence. The usually vibrant social media accounts of the Ripa Consuelos family fell dormant, each passing hour of quiet amplifying the magnitude of their loss. The world, accustomed to their daily dose of light and humor, was left with a void, a digital ghost of a life that was once so radiantly present. This silence, while completely understandable, created a vacuum that was quickly filled with speculation and a desperate public desire for answers. The question on everyone's lips was the same, whispered in comment sections and discussed in hushed tones. What happened? How could a young woman with her entire life ahead of her be taken so suddenly? Slowly, heartbreakingly, details began to emerge, not from the family, but pieced together from sources close to the situation, painting a picture of a tragedy that was as swift as it was cruel. The narrative that formed was not one of long-suffering illness, but of a sudden, unforeseen event. Reports began to circulate about a devastating accident, a moment in time where everything changed irrevocably. The specifics remained guarded, a testament to the family's desire for privacy. But the nature of the tragedy, its abruptness, made it all the more difficult to process. There were no goodbyes, no time to prepare for the unthinkable. One moment, a daughter, a sister, a source of immeasurable joy, was there, and the next she was gone. This revelation sent a fresh wave of shock and sorrow through the public, as the abstract horror of loss was given a cruelly concrete form. It was a stark reminder of life's fragility, and the terrifying speed with which a family's world can be turned upside down. While the world saw Kelly's public tears, behind closed doors, a family was holding itself together against the storm of unimaginable grief. Mark Consuelos, the rock of the family and Kelly's partner in every sense of the word, was now tasked with navigating his own profound sorrow, while being the anchor for his wife and remaining children. Sources described him as utterly shattered, yet fiercely protective, creating a private sanctuary where his family could mourn away from the prying eyes of the world. Their two sons, now young men, were reportedly grappling with the loss of their sister, their childhood bond now a source of both cherished memories and immense pain. They rallied around their mother, becoming her pillars of strength even as their own hearts were breaking. The Ripa Consuelos home, once a hub of laughter and vibrant energy, had become a fortress of sorrow, its walls echoing with a love that now had to coexist with a devastating absence. They were united not just by blood, but by a shared, heart-wrenching wound. The response from the outside world was nothing short of overwhelming. It was a powerful testament to the deep affection and connection that millions felt for Kelly and her family. Social media was flooded with messages of love, with hashtags trending globally as fans shared their favorite memories of Kelly speaking about her daughter. Fellow celebrities, from talk show hosts to A-list actors, set aside industry rivalries and offered public and private condolences. Networks and talk shows that often thrive on celebrity news handled the story with a rare and compassionate reverence, paying tribute to the family's light and offering heartfelt sympathy. It was a collective embrace from a world that felt it knew them, a spontaneous and sincere outpouring of support meant to provide some small comfort in the face of an all-consuming darkness. Finally, after days of agonizing silence, a statement was released through a family representative. It was brief, poignant, and imbued with a strength that seemed almost impossible under the circumstances.